Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. So I want to try to channel DM's energies as to what are they currently feeling for their DMs and what is their energy. I got one card. I am jealous. Can we talk for a minute? New love and yes. I can tell you because I can feel it too. It's like and this card flipped here, but I'll take it back or put it aside, but I can tell you some of your DMs are spying on you. It's like you may find yourself spying at them, on them, but I can tell you he's also spying on you. I can actually feel it, so no matter what it looks like, just go back to the time where you tried to hide your feelings for your DM. Weren't you good at that? I believe that that's what he's doing for the moment. This card stands for communication. And can we talk for a minute? Yes. I can tell you he may want to tell you something, or let's see if we see like a tower moment or the Ace of Pentacles. We would know that this communication is going to happen. Healing, meditation. So I can tell you he took care of himself somehow. He found a little bit to himself. But we need to see like a soul card. Soul mating. Okay, that will do. He's changing for the love of you. For a possibility to be with you. That's what a runner does, I got one card, the Sun, which is not bad, but the way that it flew, I have to take it back. It's like positivity somehow. And when I see this like healing here, it's literally like he's healing for the better, to just give himself, a chance to do better. Yeah, you are here. This is crazy, because I can tell you something up front. It's about you. You are not being triggered, by the karmics or like the karmic energy anymore, and somehow he can feel that, people. It's either you're not like, you may be spying, but you're not commenting. I can feel something like that. Or if you were spying, I can feel you're not doing that anymore. For some reason, your DM, figured out that you don't care about his karmic energies anymore. And I can tell you why that's happening is because I can feel it, a lot of DFs are going to go for their own karmic, energies. Let me see. But he can sense that, like literally you don't care about the karmics anymore, which is why now he's the jealous one, You're definitely not reaching out. You see this tower moment, that I talked about. He's figuring out as well that you planned on not like reaching out to him anymore. So what he's doing to him is that he knows he's going to have to do something quickly as to talk to you, people. I can see it here. I want to see about this jealous card, because why you not caring about or not being triggered by karmic energies anymore would make him jealous, But the only thing I can say from this here, you see yourself like the Queen of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Is like at this point, no matter what you do, try not to reach out to him. It will cause this tower moment and this communication that I see coming your way. And I can tell you it's going to happen soon, So I'm jealous. Let me one more card. Yeah, people, let me tell you something here. I can tell you if you pull back your energy from him, he's left with nothing, from his spirit. Is literally like you are the one who like feeds his spirit, is what I can see here, people. I can tell you no matter what you're doing at this point, he's losing it, like he can feel it, I can tell you that. And what I want to say here is that your person is definitely changing for the better, you know. He knows that he cannot be or stay in this place here much longer, you know. It's like literally the runner has to come back to his senses, and I'll tell you why he's doing that is because he's the one now who feels left out in the cold, which is why he's coming in reverse, and he's telling you also about this jealous, you know, feeling that he's got. He feels left out in the cold, and is literally like at this point he knows what's up, you know. It's like, are you going to stay the chaser, the runner, or are you going to come back to your senses, you know, because at the end of it she's like, she has no more patience for this. She doesn't even care about what you do, and she's not about to reach out to you, you know. So what are you going to do? And I can tell you, in this energy he's left with nothing, you know, spiritually. This is where the jealousy comes from. I can see it here definitely with the Tower moment in communication, that he would like to talk. And when I see this new love, and yes, it's literally like he's asking you the question or pleading for you to say yes. And one thing I can tell you, you see how the candle went off? He misses you, people. I wanted to say, thank you, Spirit. He misses you. Some more. And with this like death or a kind of transformation that you are actually the reason for, I can tell you he's giving it like a great thought, and he's trying to heal himself just for a chance, you know, to be like soulmating with you again, and to have like this new type of love, you know, between you and him. You know, you gotta start seeing this like twin flame journey for what it is. It's literally like, if you are doing the right thing, you know, not being with you would make him feel like less than a human being at this point. This here, it questions his whole existence, you know, and that's really strong. It's like when you let him go, he has no more reason to live. Here is what I can see. Some more. This is crazy. One last card. Okay. I can tell you something. It's literally like he can't feel the connection anymore. He feels like somehow, though you don't see it for him, it feels like he's grown, you know, in the past. But I can tell you for him is like, you know, despite me growing, and, you know, at the same time I start not to feel this relationship again. I can't move on, or nothing is moving forward for me. Like I can tell you he regrets his decision is what I can see here, you know, because I can tell you at the end of it he's left, you know, with nobody to love him, you know, and I can tell you it sends him in somewhat of a depression is what I can see here. And it's like, you may believe it or not, but it's literally like he feels like he doesn't deserve, you know, this union with you anymore, which is why he's not giving you or making you the offer, you know, if it makes sense to you. Some more and we will move on, you know, because that's what he's got to say for the day. That's how he feels as to right now, you know. Yeah, I can tell you. Now you're setting some things in motion as to you're literally like, you found to yourself, you worried about yourself, about your achievement, your goals, your personal, you know, well-being and things like that. Watch what this thing is literally setting in motion, you know, for the wheel literally to turn, you know. And like, you know, I can tell you some DFs feel like they don't need DMs love anymore. That's what I can see here. So what's his reaction to you? what I'm trying to say is that you're not faking this energy here. Maybe you faked it before and you had no result, but at this point here I can tell you you are established, in this twin flame journey. So it's literally like doing something divine to him, which is why he appears, as the King of Wands, in reverse, because literally like now you have the spark, you have the power, you decide what happens, you write the story, and at this point, you're rejecting his cup of love and it's definitely doing something to him. So some more. I mean, not his cup of love, you're rejecting him as a whole, and one thing's for sure, you're not giving your love to him. So he feels empty, I can tell you that much, Yeah, one more. Okay, I can tell you something, your DM is literally like losing it, no matter what it looks like. You may think that that he's in his power. If you again spied on him or came in contact with him, you may think, oh Lord, he's looking good, he's living his best life. I can tell you that's the furthest thing from the truth, and I can tell you something else that I'm feeling here. This is crazy, but I have to say this and then I'll go for one more card and then I can tell you, but I can feel it here literally. Your person's been humbled by the things that are happening to him right now, and I can tell you this here is somebody being rejected like abundantly. I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised if you see like a lot of people coming back to your lives, like ex-lovers, ex-boyfriend, whatsoever, saying like hello for no reason. Just know that your DM is the next one in line. But if you appeal to a lot of people, or like people are attracted to your energy, he's the one that's next, and I can tell you the opposite is happening to him. As to people are abundantly, just like running away from him, literally. I can see it here, and I can tell you it's literally like him telling me that these things have been happening, in his life, and I gotta trust my instinct, when I tell you that this like the experiences with you, with his so-called karmics, and him having the feeling that you are like fine, and that he can maybe feel, if you got somebody new, I can tell, if you got somebody new, I can tell you your DM is feeling that energy, And this devil in reverse is literally like he's trying to convince you not to fall for the karmics, or him telling us, that this whole thing or the whole feelings that he's sensing, the vibes that you're sending is like, I gotta get my act together, literally, and let go of this devil energy, because at the end of the day, I can tell you right now, he's the one who's missing out, on something or on life, I can tell you the thing that you are doing, DF, is literally like the wheel is turning on your favor. And watch this union here as to what your DM wants, but feels like, there's no way he can get it back, He's dealing with a lot, but I can tell you, I hope that you heard everything that I said. That's the reason why he's not, making his offer to you so far. Some more. He's too worried about what you're doing, Yeah. You see that, like 8 of Pentacles in reverse to the 2 of Cups in reversed, is literally like he's worried about the stuff that you are doing while you're not with him, and I can tell you something, he's trying not to show you that, Is literally, I can see it and sense it here, he's waiting for you to make the first move so that you can be the cause of the arguments, concerning you literally moving on with your lives, One last card. I'm telling you, I can see it here. He's wondering what you're doing and if you are with somebody else. And I'm telling you, if you reach out to him, you'll find himself just blaming those things on you. Like, I know you got somebody new or something like that. I've seen it or whatsoever. Don't do it. Yeah. Yep. One last card. I can tell you something. It's literally like he's hiding his feelings for you. I can tell you that much, you know. Literally, because the feelings are not showing up except the ones that you are not giving to him, you know. But I can tell you, underneath, you know, this facade, if you see him again, you may feel like, you know, he's strong, or he's accomplished himself too, like he's doing the right thing for him. But I can tell you, with the Strength card in reverse, I don't know where it is anymore, that this is just a facade, people. Your DM, he cannot move away from you. He's telling us here, you know. And I can tell you something, this is weird, you know. But what I'm sensing here is literally like this time around he cannot manifest you. You've become like your own manifestation going about your life, you know, which is why he's jealous. This time around, normally you see that magician energy. If the spell was working, to me it'd be like up, this card would be like upright, but it's like in reverse, you know. And I can tell you, he's really tried to send you this type of vibes here, the same ones that used to work on you. And if that's not the case, I can tell you that he didn't like really try harder than that. I can tell you he finds himself like literally thinking about it at night, you know, when he's by himself, as to, you know what, this time around I cannot manifest her back in my life, you know. Let him feel that way. And you got one last card, you know. Yeah, that he spell on you twice, you know. That's like the confirmation for me. It's definitely not working. Okay, you've heard what I said. The best thing that I can tell you is that at this point here, if you want to come to your union, because I can tell you is literally there, I can see it here in a sense, your DM wants it now. Just let him play his little games, you know, no matter what your interaction is, and just hold your position, you know, stand your ground. Don't contact him if you don't care for the karmics, you know. Stay in that energy, because he may try to trigger you. If you feel like, you know, you have no more patience, stay in that energy, because it's going to make him like run quicker back to you. Yet again, do not run back to him, because I can tell you something, he's hiding his feelings above all, you know, from you. No matter, you know, if he makes that offer to you or not, this is exactly what he's hiding, I can tell you, people. But he's thinking of it, you know. When I see this meditation and this very card here, it's like, don't believe for a second that you are not on your DM's minds, you know. And I will leave it at that. Oh, truth, you see that, people? Destiny and prosperity begins as to the Ace of Pentacles. I know that I have mentioned it, you know, before. You know, people, this also like for the Wheel of Fortune here. So first of all, just check the thing that I just told you as a truth. I can tell you, you're definitely on your DM's mind, and you are on his heart too. In his heart too. And I can tell you something, with this Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Pentacles, people, literally like you have become the runner and he's the chaser, or at least now this is the energetic field, you know, that you find yourself in. I can feel it for myself, and if you look at your situations, you may feel it too. And you know, most important, your DM feels that, you know. Fulfillment of wishes, choose wisely, and sacral chakra. Oh, I got one, I have to take it, you know, crown chakra. Yeah, and this here I can see the card wisdom. I'll tell you something, people, you can have this union happen to you, and I believe that this is the same thing that he wants, because this is his reading. Check how he has to figure a way, or like choose wisely, as how he's going to approach you with this like communication that I can see, just in order to soulmate with you. And I can tell you something, and that goes for the both of you, I believe. If you want this thing to work at this point, people, the only thing that I can tell you is him and you check your sacral energy as to how you live your intimacy. And when you guys go back together, do not give in to that. Try to see the connection with more like the crown chakra, as to like the divine connection between you guys. I'm telling you, something that I'm feeling is literally like spirit, you know, saying I'm here. This is not it, you know. Once he tries or comes back in your life or contacts you or whatsoever, you know, just X out this like sexual energy altogether, you know. Is literally like at this point, just be friends, you know, with your DMs. I'm sorry people, my card just fell all over the place, you know, but let me try and get one last card. You see that, people? Accelerated motion is literally like I can feel it happening with this Ace of Pentacles here. And I told you about this communication here. No matter what you do, just keep, you know, the sensuality, intimacy and sexuality out of it. If you want a divine, you know, connection to your DM, just think, you know, divinely, and I suggest that he does the same thing. And as to him, I can tell you he's looking for ways, you know, to try to approach you back. And I suggest, you know, with this crown chakra yet again, that you let him take care of that. Do not sabotage your union, you know, just like literally at the you can see the finish line, you can see it, you know, as much as I do. Do you see what I mean with the Chariot and Triumph? You can feel the finish line, you know, coming. Is literally like that's your destination and you know it, people. So that's some more alignment here. I'm telling you, you're going to make a believer out your DMs, you know, because that's the way to you. And when I think of it, it's absolutely beautiful, you know. It's literally like you are a so-called spiritual trap to your DM, just the same way he is to you. It's like, you know, God put it in him to have that type of love for you. So he found himself rejecting him, but you know, it's like literally he was running away. Yeah, he was running away from himself and from his problems, you know, because at the end of the day, they're right here just waiting for him, you know, to solve them. And when he finds it in him to solve it, he will be aligned, you know, and he's doing that for the love of you. I can tell you that, you know, because at the end of it all, you're his angel, people. You give him a reason to heal himself, and maybe he did the same to you if you look back, you know. Manifestation, yeah, I can see it here, people. One last card. Something visualize. It's the union. Color. Soldier, and yeah, I will leave it here, you know. But I know it's the union card. I know it's been there somewhere. I can tell you what's going to manifest is this communication between you guys that I can see coming, you know. And I can tell you something. He's feeling your vibes. And if you pay attention to yourself with this soul journey, it's literally like, don't forget that this is a twin flame journey. If you pay attention to the things that I'm telling you, as to your DM being jealous and things like that, you can feel that energy too. One last card. And I hope that this all makes sense to you, but I can feel it, you know. I don't need the cards to feel those type of energies from him, you know, for the moment. And I can feel that he's spying on me. Awakening. Authentic truth, yeah, people. Your DM is awakening to the idea of you, like full idea of you. When I see this crown chakra here, it's like literally we started like with this sexual spark, and now we're going all the way to the stars, you know, together. I can tell you he's feeling your vibes, and if you pay attention, you can feel his vibes too. I can tell you, DFs, you're nearly at the finish line, you know, and so is he. And I can tell you something else, you know, as a testimony to his awakening, he's going to contact you. And when I see soul journey and authentic truth, you know, that I got in my hand, is literally like I know the story, you know, because I've been on this journey. So I know how it's going to go. And literally like I can see these things, you know, coming as to manifesting. And when I check myself, so he may very well have the right, you know, to feel like that. I know that I have been, that I'm still healing, that I've managed to heal a part of myself, and that I will continue to heal myself. That's the energy that he finds himself in right now too, because he wants alignment, you know, just for the love of you, just to be able to have you. You give him a reason to align just as much as he gives you. Angel of balance, you know, third chakra, and door to romance. I can tell you something, when I see her most of the time, I think of like this, literally like these swords here. Her, she can balance herself, you know, because her mental is right, you know. I can tell you something that I am channeling, and that goes for you, DFs, you know, with this offer that I see coming your way, or this movement from your DM that I see coming your way, just to have this union with you. You gotta be careful of what you reject in life. Don't be the runner like he was, in a sense. Do not reject when these things start happening, the blessing that, you know, the universe has for you. And that's the blessing that you wanted, you know, like a door to romance, and to be able to live out this type of energy. I can tell you, what you gotta do, DM, is literally to accept this offer that's coming your way, the one that he has not made yet to you. Because if you find yourself in this type of, you know, Queen of Swords energy, you may very well be tempted to reject him altogether. And I can tell you, this blessing within him, just like you are to him, it's coming from the universe to you. And one last card, it's like this visualized thing. So I hope you heard what I told you. And I can tell you something, I don't see that card anymore as to visualize. And now this sixth chakra, you know, like I'm an intuitive type of person, is literally spirit telling me, like, you know, can't you see or can't you feel, you know, your union happening? And my answer is yes, I can. And I've never felt it so intensively, so I wonder what it means, you know. But that, I'll take that for myself just as much as I'm telling you, you know, you gotta check yourself, otherwise you're going to reject a blessing just like your DM did to you. And then, you know, you're back on another loop again, and this union is like going like further away from you. Yeah, you're a little bit like, one last card and that's it. Yeah, I can see it's the truth what I'm trying to tell you, you know. You gotta find back to this, like, and remember the sun came like up front in a funny type of way. I can tell you, you have to find back a little bit to somewhat of a positive energy here. You're functioning, you're doing the work, you're feeling all the things that I'm telling you. The karmics don't matter. Somehow you manage, you know, to be fine or to find solutions for you. You're moving for yourself, making things happen for you. But I can tell you, it's a little bit like you've become too strong when it comes to your DM. Literally here I can see that you have mastered the art of detaching from this guy, you know. And spirit is telling you, you have to be a little bit more fair when it comes to that. Literally more balanced, you know, when it comes to that. And you know what? I know that this is the truth if you're listening to me. I know it, you know, from my sixth chakra. You've detached a little bit too much from your DM. Be careful, because you may like reject, you know, his offer when it comes your way, and that's your blessing, you know. That would be your door to romance, or the door to romance that you always wanted to have. I can see those things here, people. it's beyond being pissed, you know. It's like, you know, I learned from this whole journey, this like soul journey. I'm not going back for nobody. I'm not reaching out to you for nothing, you know. So now what are you going to do? That's a little bit of how I see her, you know. This type of woman here is a no nonsense type of woman. That's what he'll have, you know, in front of him when he tries to reconnect with you. So DM, what do you have to heal, or what do you find yourself, you know, healing for the moment? Rejection. I can tell you something. He's scared for you to reject his offer. I can see it here with this angel of strength, you know. Say what you mean. So he's afraid to actually speak to you, people. And one last card. Alchemy. I need another one. Sadness. I can tell you with this alchemy, it's like one of the cards from this deck here that, you know, it's literally like the hangman or the fool type of energy, you know. It has a mind of its own. I can see it here, you know. So I told you, I think that he's afraid that you would reject him. He's afraid to say what he means or what he feels, I can tell you. And you know, these vibes that I was talking about, as to you can feel his and he can feel yours, you know. I can tell you this vibes is something that's beyond his comprehension at this point, you know. That's what I see here with this alchemy card. It's like literally he's asking himself, you know, what the hell is happening to me? And you can believe it or not, you know, but watch that element of sadness, you know, in your person's life. One last card. Sexual arts. I can tell you something. It's literally like you've become amused to this guy, you know. That's what I see here. That's what I see here. He's being rejected. I can see it here by like other karmics, you know, when it comes to him, because he's no longer vibrating on their frequency, you know. I can tell you something, people. Your DM is worried about you and no longer like worried about this like sexual energy anymore. It's literally like he's lived out his karmic cycle, you know. So the only way left for him is the way to you. But I can tell you, because of that strength, you know, that he's displaying, he's literally afraid to say what he thinks because he fears like you will reject him. Yeah, is what I can see here, people. Don't reach out. And it says hold your vision. As I'm saying that to you, don't reach out to him, people. You're going to get a better man, you know, out of this if you let him go through all of the steps he needs to go as a masculine, and that's even in the spirit, you know. He chases you, he gives you, he fulfills you, he feels you. He's the giver energy and you are the receiving energy. Let it be. It's time to release negativity. Yeah, that sadness that he has, you know. And quite frankly, although also the negativity that you hold against your DM, he has to release negativity, but you gotta release it too if you're honest to yourself, you know. It's literally like DFs are functioning, but they're not forgiving, you know, or forgetting, otherwise you would be running back to him. A win-win outcome is forecast. I can tell you what it is what I was telling you about the giver and the taker type of energy. You see that balance too, and that Libra energy. You see here it was like down there this kind of like contract as to you having to be more fair, you know, to each other. I can tell you what I'm seeing here is literally what I was trying to tell you. Each of us have to find themselves at their place, meaning you are the receiver, DF, and he's the giver. And that's how you get this situation to be fair. That's how the roles, you know, are assigned. Period. Your commitment is being tested, you know. Yeah, which is why Spirit is like advising you to choose wisely and not to sabotage this union, you know, that I could see coming your way for your lack of fairness yet again. And I can see the card that I was talking about. Don't see it as, you know, I have to defeat my DM. See it as like, from now on, let's work this thing out together. This is what I'm seeing, you know. I'll come back for some more energy, but this here, you know, I'm saying thank you to you, my dear. Thank you very much, and I miss you. You know who you are. I miss you, and yeah, you know, it's just life for the moment. But I'll catch back with, I'll get back to you sometime really soon. So I want guidance for like the both of us, or like a meeting point between DFs and DMs. I got one card. Loving others is easy when I love and accept myself. My heart is open. I allow my love to flow freely. I love myself, I love others, and others love me. So, you know, this love that I'm telling you is like he's feeling, you know, though for now he's more into his mental energy, but that's the love that I can feel, you know, around like twin flames for the moment. I can tell you one thing, even if he didn't say it, somehow he's showing it. Your DM loves you. And one thing I can read through that thing that I'll keep, you know, is that his heart is open, you know. And if you find yourself, you know, loving your DM still, like within the depth, you know, of your soul, just know that he loves you too. So that was my reading, people. I'll come back for more because, you know, this is like a new series to me. Maybe our DM, you know, needs to get used to it, as I say, and so do I. So that was the reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Yeah, take care of yourself, stay healthy, and I shall see you soon. Bye bye.